I have to make mention to liquid calories, which means any liquid, that has calories like juice, soft drink, energy drinks, iced tea, iced coffees, iced chocolates, milk, cordial and alcohol, and milk of different types like soy milk, almond milk, and so on. This is by far the most common source of weight gain and unnecessary and unhealthy calories in your diet. Unnecessary for sure. Almost always these are not good for you and are not necessary in any way for your body or mind. If you have them, it is purely because you're putting ahead your taste buds over the rest of your body and brain. There are about 17 teaspoons of sugar in a small 600 ml bottle of Coke. 17 teaspoons. That's like 6 scoops of ice cream in a bottle. It's so bad for you, it's crazy. Just don't think soft drinks, just don't do it. The same goes for refined juices like bottled orange juice, apple juice, where just 250 mils, which is 1 glass of these juices, has about 6 teaspoons of sugar. It's pretty comparable to Coke. So please don't think it is much healthier. And don't be fooled into thinking that because it's fruit juice that it's healthy. It's not. Even when they say on the bottle no added sugar, there's still a lot of naturally occurring sugar. To make 1 glass, 250 mils of orange juice takes around 4 oranges, but it removes all of the fiber and pulp from the juice and just leaves the sugar. So it's not natural to eat fruit like that in any way. If you want fruit, eat the whole real fruit. So skip the juice. The only exception to this is when you make it yourself, like green smoothies, and some of these can be very healthy. It's not hard, and I'll put some recipes below. So drinks you want to completely cut out, or mostly cut out, are energy drinks like V's, Mother's, Red Bulls, that sort of stuff, soft drinks, pre-bottled fruit juice, iced coffees, iced teas, cordials, and added sugar to your coffee and tea. So what can you drink? Am I being crazy over restrictive? Well, not really. There's actually a lot you can still drink. But the truth is the only drink you need is water. So let's just get that out there. But I want to get some people, I want to give them more choices. I know that some people want more, okay? So there are some healthier drink options to include, and I'll put this in the text below the video so you can print it off and take it to the supermarket and check on different brands. So your options are water, said that one. Hot or cold drinks in general are pretty satisfying to your cravings and desires for sweetness. That means like herbal teas, hot or iced, green or black tea, black coffee, and you can have a dash of milk in there, but just try not to add the sugar. Stevia-based drinks. Stevia is a naturally occurring sweetener, and it's probably the only safe sweetener I know of. Mineral sparkling waters that are flavored like Nexpa, and the link is below. Low or no sugar kombucha, choices like Remedy Kombucha. Kombucha is it's like a fizzy probiotic drink. It can be very nice and come in different flavors, so you can try that out. It's pretty easy to access now at Coles and Woolies and or supermarkets, Aldi, etc. Low calorie stevia, which is that natural sweetener based cordial like Bickford's Light Cordial. And of course, like I said before, homemade juices and smoothies. And I'll put some recipes in the links below. There are actually a lot of choices outside of water. But be very careful to avoid drinks like Coke Zero and Pepsi Max, because whilst these in theory have no calories, the sweetness they do have can cause significant issues, which I will mention in an upcoming video. Also be very, very careful of terms, like I said, like no added sugar, because that doesn't mean there's no sugar. It just means they haven't added any sugar to the pre-existing sugar that was already there, like I said, for example, with fruit juice, where there's already a lot of naturally occurring sugars in fruit, and you put like 10 oranges in a glass, well, that's a lot of sugar. So for milk, this is a pretty complex one because it does have some nutritional qualities like calcium and protein, and has been included in dietary guidelines for a while, though it does seem like it's sort of slowly being phased out. Now keep in mind that 1 glass of full cream milk is about 150 calories, so that's similar to a glass of Coke. So be conscious of these, as many people I've looked after, they get lots of extra unnecessary calories from milk. I mean, I've had patients drinking 1 or 2 litres of milk a day. Now there are milk alternatives like soy milk, which is about 80 calories per glass, so about half of full cream milk, and it's pretty high in protein too. And then there's almond milk, which is only about 40 calories per glass, so about a quarter, and a good option for homemade smoothies, and coconut milk, which is about 50 calories, so they're pretty good options as well. But I would generally avoid rice milk. Now, what about alcohol? Well, for general health, most guidelines suggest either no alcohol or max 1 to 2 standard drinks a day, about 3 to 4 times a week, with about 2 to 3 days off of drinking a week. Now, this changes with time, so keep in mind that that's just general information. Please check the actual guidelines because they do change their recommendations as time goes on. Now, it's a big topic as not all forms of alcohol are equal, but specifically for weight loss and alcohol, remember alcohol does have calories, but more importantly, so do the mixes often added to them. So 1 glass of wine is about 120 calories, and 1 shot of most spirits like whiskey, vodka, gin, etc. is about 90 calories. Then if you add Coke or ginger ale to that, then it's actually a lot of calories. Like if a glass is 150 calories plus your 90, it's 240 calories in a per glass. So if you're going to drink alcohol, which again you don't need to, but if you want to, you're out with friends or whatever, and that's fine, have a good time, then here are some better choices depending on your preferences. The first is low carb beers. There are more and more options. Now I remember 5 years ago, maybe a bit more, there was only 1 option. Now there's about 7 or 8 different brands, and they can actually be really nice, so try them out. There are spirits, you can have them straight, so without the added soft drinks, or with ice, i.e. on the rocks, or with water, or with tonic and lemon. So lots of options there. You've got red and white wine, and again, limit the amount, but at least there are some good antioxidants in them that can be good in some ways for you. Now, when it comes to juice recipes, which I mentioned before, look, it's easy. Just Google it and find something you like. But there are some that I think are quite good and some you have to be cautious about. So if you're not sure, speak to your nutritionist or dietitian. And please note that the link below is not an endorsement of these sites.